Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Two Bare Hands. And today we'll talk about the long debated issue of car ownership. So car ownership is a long debated issue because of the high cost of owning one in Singapore. So as a Singaporean born and bred here, we are always very competitive and always want to be ranked first. However, we have been ranking first for not a reason to be happy about. So Singapore has been ranked top 5 of being the most expensive place to live in the world for several years already. And this is partly due to the expensive cost of owning a car. So the price of a small sedan is easily 90,000 to 100,000, and this is just the cost of the car. I haven't even talked about the compulsory insurance, the road tax, the running cost of petrol, car park costs, etc. etc. So I know in many parts of the world, 100k can already buy you a house, but in Singapore, you can only get a car. So today, we'll break it down, decipher if it makes sense for you to buy a car in Singapore, or you should just grab everywhere. So for comparison's sake, today we'll use a Honda Jazz 1.3 liter LX version. Okay, based on the latest price online, this is selling for 82,999. We're just gonna round up to 83,000. Okay, and this includes actually the vehicle itself, as well as this thing called COE. This certificate of entitlement. This is actually just a paper for you to own the vehicle, and this actually costs 35,000 as of August. So unless you're super rich, you can pay off this thing at one go. The normal people in Singapore actually take up a bank loan. So the maximum loan that you can take up is 70%. And this brings you to paying 30% of the down payment. So 30% of 83,000 is 24,900. So this amount you will have to fork it out and pay out upfront. And based on the interest rate right now, it's 1.78%, and you can borrow up to a maximum of 7 years. So this brings to payment of $778 per month. Okay, so with the cost of the car settled, let's go through other miscellaneous costs. So to have the car running, you will actually need to buy insurance. So let's just take an average of $1,000 per year. You also need to pay road tax. So this is based on this model, $578 per year. And assume that you are working at a CBD, so you will need parking, right? So car park at CBD, it's about 300 per month. So you don't always work in your office, but you do have to come home, right? So assume you are staying at HDB. The cost of car park is $80 per month. So since you are working at CBD, you will definitely incur ERP. So this electronic road pricing, and this cost, let's say we assume that you go through it $2 every day, back to work, back work, so $4 per day, and for a month you incur $80. Okay, so petrol costs, it's I would say roughly about 200 per month. Then you will definitely have some form of maintenance, be it regular changing of engine oil, stuff like that. Let's say you spend about 500 per year. Okay, so doing the sums like that, I mean, you can break this down to per month. So this is $83, about 83. This is about 48 per month. Then this is about 42 per month. So breaking it down, all this adds up to 833 per month. So I'll do a recap. You need to pay a down payment of 24,900. Then you need to repay your debt loan of 7 years, and this is 778 per month for 84 months, which is 7 years. So this will add up to 65,352. Then that's it. You do have the running cost that we just calculated. So running cost per month is 833. So you the time 10 years. So actually cars in Singapore you can only keep for 10 years, which is the duration of the COE. So this is 99,960. So all in all, you'll be spending $190,212 over a period of 10 years. So to break this down, it will cost $1,585 per month to own a car. Does it make sense? So let's compare this with alternative. Let's say you don't want to own a car, or you don't have a driving license. Okay, so let's say you want to Grab everywhere you go. So assume that there will be 262 working days in a year. Okay, and then the remaining 103 holidays or weekend. Okay, so for this, let's say you go to work, you spend about $15 per trip. So back and forth, you spend $30 per day. So 262 times $30, you spend 7,860 per year just to go to work. Okay, so then let's assume that, I mean, on holidays, weekend, maybe you go somewhere further, you spend $20 away to shop. Okay, so that adds up to $40 both way, and this totals to 4,120 so per year. So this adds up to $100,980 per year just by grabbing around. And this breaks down to $998 per month cost of grabbing around. Okay, so just now I was saying the cost of car ownership is $1,585 per month. So this is 998. So the difference is actually 587. So does it make sense to pay 587 to own a car? And actually the worst of all is sometimes when you own a car, you drive to the spot, you actually can't find a parking lot. Then why, like me, so many Singaporeans are buying car? The two most obvious reasons is because of convenience and comfort. With a car, you're able to go anywhere at any time with anyone in the most comfortable attire you will want to be in. Apart from that, personally, having a car actually allowed me to create more memories. I'm able to go to places that I wouldn't have gone to if I wouldn't have a car. Now I drive down to East Coast Park to have a morning run, or I drive around Singapore with my family to hunt for good foods. And before COVID, we even drove up to Malaysia during the weekend and holiday. Yes, you can do all this even by taking Grab. But what I'm really saying here is somehow your lifestyle and your choices would change slightly for the better when you have a car. So before I had my car, during lunchtime, I will simply go to somewhere nearby, have a simple lunch, and that's it. But when you have your car, I will try to find something nicer around the region, maybe like a 5 to 10 minutes drive away. And this can actually have some positive impact in your life unknowingly. Maybe like your girlfriend may be happier if you always have nice food. And of course, lastly, you will never be in the mercy of your drivers anymore. So I don't know about you, but I've been in too many situations where the price surged by $10 or $15 and I can't even get a transport out. This is common during rainy days, and Singapore having an average of 167 rainy days every year, that's like 45% chance of having a price surge over a period of time. On top of that, some of the rides I go in are filled with cigarette smoke. And being someone with a sensitive nose, this is never a pleasant ride. So the question now is, are these reasons enough for you to fork out extra $587 per month? Actually, for me, yes, that's why I did it. But for you, if it's still too high, actually there are some methods that could help you defray your costs. So two of them, I'm going to name it now. One of it is if your company reimburses you when you drive your car for official work purposes, then that's a bonus. Do drive more, volunteer your vehicle more, so that you do get reimbursement for your mileage. Then, as you know, we are living in a gig economy now. You can actually use your vehicle as a tool to earn more cash. So we do have carpooling now, food delivery, parcel delivery. So choose your pick. You'll be able to easily earn $200 to $300 or even more. And this can significantly defray your monthly cost of owning a car. Okay, so we've come to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching it. Do you agree with what I've shared? Do leave your comment on why you should or should not buy a car even in this expensive city. Remember to like, subscribe and share.